Hi, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Burugu. I'm an RN. I'm practicing in the US. I come from Kenya. So today I'm going to talk to us about coping for the first 2 years in the US. So welcome to this topic. So first of all, I would like to advise anybody who is coming to the US, focus on the reason why you came to the US. We know that people come to the USA for different things. They come on different visas. So there are those who come on, maybe they're coming as nurses. There are those who are coming as students. There are those who are coming as teachers. There are those who are coming on a green card. So please focus on the reason why you came to the US, and especially those who are coming to work or students, then please make sure you learn your environment. If it's your work environment, make sure that you learn your work environment in terms of the values of that hospital or that school. What are the policies? What are the rules? What are the standard operating procedures? Please make sure you know your organization in and out. And you can only do that if you focus and do not be distracted. Especially for the nurses, please do not be distracted whenever you're at work, because we know errors can happen, and this country is so big on litigation, so just be very careful. On the same note, I would like to advise everybody, please ask questions. I always say, however stupid you think that question is, make sure you ask. And every time you're at work, especially the first few weeks or so, you're gonna be on orientation. That means you're working alongside somebody else. Make sure you're asking them questions. But in the time that you're no longer on orientation, you still have a resource, and that is the charge or the supervisor. So make sure you're asking those questions so that you do not make any mistakes. So I want to say, focus and ask. Another thing I want you to do, please, whenever you start driving, make sure you're following the traffic lights. Some of us who come from Kenya, we know what happens with our traffic, but please make sure you're following the traffic lights over here. Do not run any red lights. Do not overlap. Make sure that you stick to the speed limit so that you're not getting tickets. Please learn how to drive and be a safe driver. Another thing I would like to say, for the first 2 years in the US, please do not succumb to any financial pressure. We know that whenever you come here, you're gonna be starting afresh. And I know sometimes family back home or friends and relatives, they're gonna be pestering you to send them money, but it is also good for you to be able to say no, or be able to tell them to wait and let them know your situation. Let them know that you're still settling down. You are not in a position to send them money. So please make sure you communicate and let them know, I am not able to do this and this at this time. Because if you succumb to financial pressure, then you're gonna be overworking, and then you're gonna be burnt down. So I would like you to make sure that you are not getting distracted at work, and again, you are not overworking yourself so that you're getting burnt down. Another thing I would like to say, please make sure that you practice self-care, because some of the times you run up and down, you forget to eat, you forget to hydrate, you forget your providers or doctor's appointments, you forget about your family, your immediate family who is here. Please make sure you practice self-care. Sleep enough, hydrate, eat, okay? And of course, go to church. So make sure you practice self-care. Keep your doctor's appointments. Make sure you go for regular checkups whenever you're supposed to, so that you keep, you make sure that you're doing fine. Please, again, I want to emphasize that this is a country, this is a new environment for you. You might face a lot of anxiety and stress, but what do you do when you're faced with a lot of stress and anxiety? Make sure that you do not succumb to any physical kind of, any physical kind of fight or anything verbally. If you are too angry at someone or in a situation, please take a deep breath If possible, just walk away. Do not get yourself into a verbal altercation or any physical fights. Just walk away. It is better safe. It is safer to walk away than to find yourself in trouble. Okay? Another thing I want you to do is to remain positive. No matter what is going on, just remain positive. Do not get yourself overwhelmed because there are things that are not going the way you wish they could go. I always say, those things are within your control, fine, deal with them. But whatever is not within your control, just let it be. Do not stress yourself. Just remain positive, and of course tomorrow will be better. And if tomorrow is not better, I am very sure something will come up. But do not overwhelm yourself for things that are beyond your control. Another thing I want you to do, please, when you come into this country, we know that this country has a lot of credit cards. So what is going to happen on your mailbox? You're going to be getting so many credit cards being shipped to you right, left, and center. What I want you to do, just pick 1 or 2 credit cards and use them. By using a credit card means you are getting yourself into a debt. So make sure whatever you're buying is just because you can afford it. So do not overbuy from the credit card thinking this is free money. It is not free money. You're going to have to pay for it. This money, if you do not pay it on time, is going to accrue interest. So you're going to pay it with interest. So make sure that you spend whenever you're spending your money and it's on a credit card, make sure it's something that is within your budget. Another thing I want you to remember is about your family, your immediate family that came with you and your family back home. Make sure you keep connected to them. Make sure you're talking to your family back home, your parents, your sisters. Make sure you connect with them. Again, your family that is with you, make sure that you have time. Some of the times you work different shifts, or your kids are going to school, your spouse works at night, you work during the day, so you kind of don't see each other. Please make sure that you make time for each other so that you can be able to see each other and be able to grow as a family. Try to find out what are his challenges, what are your challenges, how can you deal with them, how was school, how was work. Try to sit down even as a family and have a meal, have time even to go to church together. Try to find those common things that you can do together. Another thing I would like to advise you to do is explore your new community, because around you is a church, there are schools, there are parks, public parks, there are parks over there. Explore the new community and see what kind of resources are available for you to utilize, because these resources are for public. So you are part and parcel of that community. Explore the community, find out what resources are there, and utilize them. Some of the times you come with small kids, but if you're too busy, you may never realize there is another person with the same kind of your age, your kids ages, that you can be able to help each other. Maybe parents together pick up their kids. This day you pick up mine. So just try to find out how does that my community look like. Sometimes, yeah, if you're able to, just find out. Maybe there's an African family there. Maybe there are students there, and you can be able to make arrangements for childcare. So that can make your life easier. So another thing I want you to let you know is, please do not do so much overtime that you get so burnt out. Make sure that you're doing overtime, but not so much. Because when we come to this country, I know money is a motivation. But also remember, if you're always working, you're going to now start functioning like a robot. You get burnt out, you get stressed, you get depressed, and now you just go to work you can't even function. Please make sure that you get enough rest in between, and if you have to pick up overtime, just pick a few shifts here and there. Make sure that you're not burnt out, so that you do not find yourself making errors, medical errors, or even errors that could have been, you could have avoided. So that is what I have to say. Otherwise, the first 2 years of your stay in the US are not easy, but we have been there, we have done it. Please, what I advise you are what I have gone through, and make sure that you always ask. Join those WhatsApp groups, join those Telegram groups, join those Facebook groups that you can find help and be able to ask questions about settling down. Of course, there's somebody out there in the community who is ready to help you and hold your hand, especially those who come from Kenya. Most of the states, there are Kenyans who live there, so make sure you're exploring that community, finding out where are the African stores, finding out where do I take my kids for this and this, you know. Yeah, setting up your health insurance and your primary provider. Just find out who is good in pediatrics, who is your provider. Just find out. Okay, so this is Pure Burugo. If you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe, like, and share. If you have any question, just put it below this on this video, and I'm gonna respond to it. So thank you so much for hanging around with me. God bless you.